already. Some might still be sleeping in and catching up from staying up to the new year. I know we had a good time. We got to light off some fireworks and spend time with our new family coming into our family as have our daughter getting married. And that's why my whole office here is full of wedding material. So it's exciting times. And I'm looking forward to what the Lord has for us this year. I do want to let you know that we have been reading through Proverbs several times now. We read through the whole thing together, I think at least 3 times. This will be our 4th time. And so, what I've decided to do is go ahead and have you on your own. If you like to continue reading Proverbs, I will let you know what proverb it is. But I'm just going to be reading from now on the main book. And so, which we're still in Numbers, almost out though, just around the corner. We're in Deuteronomy. But I was going to have you read Proverbs on your own, and we'll just continue with the book and then Psalms. And so I think that will help just alleviate some of the time together that way and be able to actually expound on the main portion of Scripture. So I hope that is helpful to you and encouragement to you. I'm looking forward to what God has for our family and our church this year. And have you made any goals yourself or any thoughts about what was great last year, what was not so great, what would I like to do this coming year? We had that discussion yesterday, and we had a lot of great things that happened last year and some things that were hard, but I'm thankful that God brought us through them all. And I'm looking forward to this new year, and as our daughter will be getting married this new year. And then we have exciting things going on at our church, and what that looks like for our family. And so I know you probably have some new things maybe going on in your families and your maybe even your work and things like that. But always have a new goal, have a new vision for the new year. Never stop learning something new. I still want to learn Spanish and I still want to learn sign language. And so I got a purpose to put a little more effort into that. And of course, I could brush up on some piano skills. So never stop learning, right? So let's continue in the word this morning in Numbers chapter 33. Numbers 34. 33 was yesterday. Numbers 34. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan, with the coast thereof. So, we should say, woohoo! They finally made it. They finally made it to Canaan. This was what they've been longing for. This is the promised land, all the way back to good morning and welcome all the way back to the Exodus when they left Egypt out of the slavery, going through all of that. And then they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. And now they are entering into Canaan and finally made it, right? So this is a big day. So, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coast thereof. And so now we see the beginning of the dividing of the lands of all the tribes. And so this will take a minute and it's going to sound like a lot, but hang in there because we want to hear who got what. And, I'm sure back when people were settling, they had to pick their portion of land, but this is going to be divided by the Lord telling Moses who gets what land. And so let's continue on and see what happens here. So then your south quarter, verse 3 of chapter 34 in the book of Numbers. Then your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin, along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be the outmost coast of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Acrebum and pass on to Zin, and the going forth therefore shall be from the south to Kadesh Barnea. Remember, we heard of that before because that's where they were when they went to go spy into Canaan. And so here we see this is when they're talking about the Lord's telling, or Moses is telling them their areas. So south to Kadesh Barnea, and shall go to Hazar Adar, and pass on Asmon. And the border shall fetch a compass from Asmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea. As far for the western border, ye shall have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border. So giving them like this is how the land divides. And this, verse 7, shall be your north border. For the great sea ye shall point out for your Mount Hor. From Mount Hor ye shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zebdad. And the border shall go on Ziphron, and the going out of it shall be as Hazeron. There shall be your north border. Oh, what happened to the wall behind me? Yeah, I know, that's crazy, right? We had to tear it out. There's a hurricane that came through Florida, and that wall had water, and so then we had to pull it back, and when we pulled it back, that's concrete, so it's not as easy to fix, and so we still have to fix that. So yeah, it's crazy. Almost looks really funky, especially right there, but it's just the closet and like around the actual bookshelf. So it's crazy right there, but thankfully the books are all still good because they weren't up there yet. But we would have lost I would have lost all of that during the hurricane. Anyways, craziness that happens with hurricanes. So verse 10, continuing on. And ye shall point out your east border from Hazeron to Shechem, and the coast shall go down from Shechem to Riblah of the east side of Ain, and the border shall descend and shall reach unto the side of Chinnereth eastward. And I know this part is hard to listen to, but if you were the person getting land, you would be waiting for what your part was. What part is mine? This border, that border? It's almost like a reading of maybe a will or something very exciting, a gift that was given to you, and you couldn't wait for your part. And how much that was, as far as I know, my husband's family, when his grandpa went home to be with the Lord, they all had portions of land that they had, and they were very excited to hear what their grandpa had decided to give each piece to them. And so this is similar in that fashion. Of course, though, they've waited for 4 years, not because because this was the promised land to them. So I know it's hard to read. Some of the names are not names we use anymore, and some of the things seem like they're repeating, but bear with me. We're going to get to some other stuff, but sometimes there's parts that are a little bit harder to stick with, but hang in there. So here we go. Verse 12. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be the salt sea. This shall be your land, with the coast thereof round about you. And Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which ye shall inherit by law, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes, and to the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the children of Gad, according to their house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance on this side of Jordan, near Jericho, eastward toward the sun rising. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And ye shall take 1 prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. And the names of the men are of these: the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; and of the tribe of children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud; of the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad the son of Chislon; the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Bukai the son of Joglai; the prince of the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Hanuel the son of Ephod; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shipton; the prince in the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Asliphon the son of Penach; And the prince in the tribe of the children of Issachar, Peltiel the son of Azan. And the prince in the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahadud the son of Shelemai. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedel the son of Ammihud. These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance under the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. And thankfully, he put it that way because remember, there are a lot of people to talk about who gets what. If we went through every person's name, it would take us a really long time. So thankfully, that's how it was put through. You're in charge of this tribe, you're in charge of this tribe, and they would divide the rest. So chapter 35, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in, and ye shall give also unto the Levites suburbs for the cities round about them. And remember, the Levites are very specific tribe because they were specifically for the priesthood. And so they instead of having their own area like the rest of the tribes were going to have, and within every tribe, you were going to have an area for the Levites because every area would need, at this time, a priest. And so they would have to, it says, put a section out for the Levites. And so it says the suburb part. And so I know we think of suburbs. I don't think it's the same way, but we understand when we're talking about that. So continuing on verse 3. And the city shall they have to dwell in, and the suburbs of them shall be for their cattle and for their goods and for all their beasts, because everybody had those. And the suburbs of the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city and the outward of 1,000 cubits round about. So they told them exactly how big it was going to be. And you shall measure from without the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. And the city shall be in the midst. This shall be to them the suburb of the cities. And among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities for refuge. And this is really important. Which ye shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee thither. To them ye shall add 42 cities. So all the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities, them shall ye give with their suburbs. And the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Israel. From them that have any ye shall give many, but from them that have few shall give few. Every one shall give of his cities unto the Levites, according to his inheritance which he inheriteth. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come over Jordan in the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. So let's just talk real quick about what is a city of refuge. So for the murder of an innocent blood, there was no refuge from death. But for the person who killed someone accidentally, so like you actually murdered someone straight up, like you're going to be punished for that. But for someone who accidentally killed someone, they created these places of protection, because if not, the people would have took them and killed them themselves for killing someone. But Jesus wanted us to see that he is, in a sense, a place of refuge. Not in a sense, he is our place of refuge. And it is that we can come to him because there's no judgment greater than the judgment of sin. But Jesus became our refuge when we came to him forgiven. And when we asked of him, this city of refuge is so beautiful. The picture of, do we deserve it? Do we deserve to be forgiven? No, but the Lord comes and forgives us, and he lets us run to him and be forgiven. And so they had these cities of refuge for people who accidentally killed someone. It wasn't like, and we say accidentally. So we'll say like, in today's way, maybe like somebody was driving and somebody walked in front of them and it was like an accident. It wasn't on purpose, just one of those crazy situations that can happen. Well, this would be a reason for a city of refuge that they could run to it. Or, they were doing something and the person died, working out in the field or whatever. So as long as it wasn't like actual murder. So this is where we continue on in verse 12. And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not until he stand before the congregation in judgment. So he could have like an actual, in a sense, a court day. And of these cities, which ye shall give 6 cities, shall you have for refuge. Ye shall give 3 cities on the side of Jordan, and 3 cities shall you give in the land of Canaan, which shall be the cities of refuge. So they could run to these if they believed they were innocent, because the congregation was still going to judge the matter, but they couldn't just judge it and kill them immediately. So, verse 15, these 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel and for the stranger and for the sojourner among them, that everyone that killeth any person unaware may flee thither. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, now it straight up says, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. So these cities of refuge are not for them. And if he smite them with throwing a stone, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he smite him with a hand weapon of wood, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. But if he thrust him of hatred, or hurl at him by lying of weight that he die, or the enemy smite him with his hand that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, like he didn't plan to murder him, he didn't try to murder him, or with any stone wherewith a man die, seeing him not, and cast upon that he die, was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, he wasn't trying to harm him, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of the blood, and the congregation shall restore him to the city of refuge, whether he was fled, and he shall abide in it until the death of the high priest, which was anointed with holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and the avenger of blood find him without the border of the city of his refuge, and the revenger of the blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. So these things shall be for statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death, and he shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again and dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. So Caleb belonged to what tribe? Judah. God divides up the land by lot, so obviously everyone did not get the same lot. The parallel is obvious. So through God's providence, we all have different lots in life. We can complain about them, or we can glorify God with them. How many witnesses were required to put a man to death? Well, it definitely said more than one. So it wasn't just by one person's witness. It took more than one. And then it says that if you shed blood, does what to the land? It defiles it. So some of the Levitical cities were designated as cities of refuge. And God makes a difference between purposeful murder and accidental murder. And that's what we would say is call manslaughter. The cities of refuge were so that you could flee for protection and a fair trial. This was a governmental law for Israel during a time when they didn't have jails or standing police forces. They all took care of it themselves. So we're going to read Psalm 100 and be done for today. Psalm 100, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. For everyone, yours and my generation as well. Have a blessed day. Look, and I will see you tomorrow morning.